Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Danny Shay, take two. All right. I put up a video earlier, bathrobe and all, and it was so jumpy, so I'm gonna redo it. Great news. A lot of great news. Just want to remind everybody, this is part of the roller coaster, though. But man, I'm up here. I'm flying. Love the fact that Merrick Garland came out, said what he said. He said, we're taking it all the way to the top. So the Oath Keepers, this sedition charge that they are leveling against them, the leader and is it 10 or 11 others? It's going to be more. However, I was reading that the DOJ 12 years ago filed another sedition charge against a group of people who wanted to overthrow the government. And it didn't go so well. So they really wanted to make sure that they had everything all lined up, ready to go. And it appears that this time they did. So I wanted to pull some cards on how is this going to go for the DOJ. And so the card that I pulled last half hour ago when I first did this, which I really liked, and I wanted to pull it again. Maybe I will, I don't know. But it was success. So, the reading was awesome, by the way. It was so good. It was funny. Well, I laughed. So, let's just look at this. How is this DOJ indictment going to be against the Oath Keepers? How is this sedition charge going to go? Father of Horns. So horns are cups, fathers are kings. King of Cups equals Joe Biden. I don't know if that's Joe Biden in this deck, in this spread, but that's normally my Joe Biden card. When I look at this, I mean, a lot of turbulent water. A lot of turbulent. Maybe this is Merrick Garland. Look at that. He's up there on his little island. It's hard for him to move around, but check his antlers out. He does have some big antennas, and he's surrounded by the storm clouds, and he's surrounded by the turbulent seas. And if you look at those waves, they call that a confused sea. There's a lot of confusion going on in our great United States. Ooh. And there's a crocodile eye looking there. So I just think this is I think this is Merrick Garland standing on the island. Let's keep going. Let's find out. Oh. It's being covered by departure. Interesting. And that's the Eight of Cups. More water. So this is walking away from sadness to find oneself. So we've been complaining and going, what's going on with Merrick Garland? What is happening with him? How come he's not moving faster? Blah, 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 blah. I have, and then I said, hey, let's give him some time. Going back and forth with this. When he came out and he stood on that island and said, sedition, He is now walking away from that sadness. And it feels like there's that dragonfly flying. It's still a little dark. It's still a little, where are we going? But the rivers are leading to comfort. These are still waters in those cups. It's not as turbulent as the first card. At the bottom of the deck is the Magician. In the past, we have, well, I don't know if it's the past, but it's the past as it relates to this current situation. How is this indictment going to go? Joy. So the past certainly wasn't joyful, but the actions of the past that led to this indictment is bringing joy to some because it's finally a truth. It's finally saying, we're not ignoring this anymore. We're going to hopefully fix this fragile thing that we call democracy. At the top of the reading, we're coming together, well, we'll see, in celebration, the Three of Cups. And as we move forward, we have the Eight of Arrows. Oppression. Hang on one second. Okay. Had to check. I thought my dog was... So we have oppression. So this would be the Eight of Swords, would be the Eight of Arrows, would be the Eight of Swords. So it feels like with this, that this case in the near future is just going to get a lot of right-wing pushback, of course. I mean, they can't face the truth these days because they've been pushing against it for so long. You know, they can't all be Ted Cruz's. Well, yeah, they can. All right. I don't even know what that means. All right, internally, the internal feeling for this is accomplishment. And this is the Nine of Roots, the Nine of Wands, accomplishment. It's a big step. Big step. I'm sure they were going back and forth going, no, we need more information. We need everything so lined up that this cannot fail. External factors that are playing into this. Mother of Arrows. This is the Queen of Swords. This is truth. And she's cracking open. It looks like a geode to see even more truth. So, yee-hee. All right. The hopes and fears position. All right. Seven of Feathers, Seven of Wands, power. You've got two sides butting heads, hopes and fears. You know, we've been dealing with that the whole time. So, I mean, there's nothing new there, right? All right. And the final outcome. Four of Feathers, Four of Wands, optimism. Look at that little guy. Look at that prairie dog. Woohoo! And the clarifying card is, yikes, is the devil. What I see with that devil card, with that addiction card, with what are we chained to card, what is the DOJ chained to that they need to let go of so that that optimism can flow freely? Say that 3 times fast. Flow freely. Because are they afraid of this power? The hopes and fears power. Are they afraid of their power? Are they afraid of the other person's, the other side's power? Are they afraid of who that devil was in other readings? Let's look at the base of the deck, see what the underlying energy is. I'm sorry, the cards don't lie. I shuffled them. So I'm just the messenger. Underlying message. Victory. Can I just stop there? Please. The world. Morning. One more. Come on. Eight of Roots. Discipline. When I look at these underlying energy cards, we have victory, that the world is seeing, because this is all about democracy. But there's a sadness that we're even going through this. This 3 of Arrows, it's like, really? You guys are supposed to be leading democracy, showing us the way it should be done. This is not the way it should be done. This seditious acts. We should be better than that by now, but we're not. But we have the discipline to see it through. So, yay, yay, yay. I was watching another reader, and she got the world card too. And I kind of flash back on that a little bit, and it's so big. This is so big. Is it about the world or just about the bigness of it? Is it about the circular aspect of it? All the time we have people that are disenfranchised and dissatisfied with the government, with how things are run. I grew up in the early 70s. My teenage years were in the early 70s. So it was Vietnam. People were not happy. There was a lot of unrest. And then you look at civil rights, just so much. And we're going to get through this. This Merrick Garland step is huge. So I'm so happy. Woohoo! That was me jumping up and down. All right. What was the other thing I wanted to read on? I got to look at my notes. The news is going to be coming fast and furious, as I said, and it is. There are news reports about forged election documents, fake electors. Michigan is now taking their information, their state information. They said, yeah, we're going to give it to the feds because the feds have nothing to do. Merrick Garland's just sitting back smoking a cigar, having a scotch, going, yeah, what should I do today? I don't know. Well, now he's got Michigan to deal with. We'll see what they do with that. But, and it's all about their electors. It's all about their electors, that the GOP was going to swap electors or something. Anyway, it's crazy. It's hard to keep up with all of this. So I'm glad Merrick Garland is the one to do it, because he's a lot more disciplined than I am. I'm just too dang scattered. And then we have Georgia. You can't forget Georgia. I just need 11,800 votes. How are you going to do that for me? How are you going to get me there? So, anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm just going to leave this nice and short. It's a good last news cycle. And just be ready. Things are going to shift. We're going to have other crazy news, like cinema. God, that woman. What I said in my other video that didn't go up, are she and Marjorie Taylor Greene like twins? They have the same kind of arms. They're kind of like balloon animal arms. Weird. I normally don't say things like that, but I just did. So, I'm just like, what's the matter with her? I probably should edit that out. Once again, I should, but I'm not. Okay. Have a great weekend, y'all. See you on Sunday. Peace and love.